Okay. Hello everyone. Oh my
There
god.
we are.
Yeah, the gang's all here again.
Hello.
Because we're gonna get into Act 5. Oh wait, this is me? Oh my
Yes.
god! Oh my god.
Let's go.
You love GameFAQ.
Yeah,
But it does say it's the final entry.
oh yeah, this is my final entry. My co-players and I have made every earnest attempt, with occasional relapse, to play this game the right way. I have been meticulous in documenting the process to help our peers and successors through the trials should we fail. In my hubris, I believe that these classes were relegated to the Earthbound. Yeah. But in even this point supposition, I was in error. Our otherworldly antagonists have assured us of our inevitable failure repeatedly, while the gods whisper corroboration in my sleep. I believe them now. I just blew up my first gate. I'm not sure why I did it, really. I'm not really playing by the rules anymore. I will fly around this candy-coated rock and comb the white sand until I find answers. No one can tell me our fate can't be repaired. We've come too far. I jumped out of the way of a burning fucking tree, for God's sake. I've used a spell to rip this walkthrough from Earth's decaying network, and sealed it in one of the servers floating in the furthest ring. The gods may disperse the signal throughout the cosmos as they wish. Perhaps it'll be of use to past or future species who, like us, have been ensnared by Skya's malevolent tendrils. In case it wasn't clear, magic is real. Pardon my egress. You're on your own now. R.L. M.
Hours in the future. The war weary calls another broken planet home, another cloth his garb, land and rags fit for the wayward. A Veline becomes a vagabond. The recent past is recalled. An accursed mascot is located among fallen brethren, its visage revealed. A rag of souls drifts from the heavens, its owner a mystery. A boy finds a dead friend, her ring recovered. The boy sees himself in a cloud, his destination revealed. Hours in the future. A mistress becomes a mendicant. The recent past is recalled. A communication device is borrowed, a rendezvous arranged. The Slayer is summoned, the collateral presented. The droll is beckoned, the bargain honored. The boy finds the castle, his courier's path crossed. The mail is delivered, an obligation satisfied. The package is opened, letters read. Pinata is you.
John.
Oh.
Okay. John, from what I hear tell, you've been through a bit of an adventure by the time you're reading this. That's so great. I love adventure, and I would bet my bottom boon buck you do too. I think we are birds of a feather, John. I'm pretty eager to meet you. Oh yeah, I should have mentioned. We are going to meet someday. I hear you like movies. Is that right, John? I love movies too. Have you ever seen Weekend at Bernie's? So freaking hilarious. It's hard to talk to Jade about movies because she doesn't really know about movies, but I'm sure you know that. Boring. Just kidding. Jade, you know I love you, and I think you're a blast. Okay, speaking of Jade, we spent quite a long time working on this present for you. It was a big team effort. Okay, I had to do quite a lot of arm twisting to get her to go along with helping me make such an oddball present for you and so well in advance. But I had my arm sort of twisted myself to get this going in the first place. But then she came around to the idea because she can see the future. Pretty amazing if you ask me. It'll all be clear later. Gadzooks with all this arm twisting. I've been getting a good workout. We should wrestle when we meet, John. I love to wrestle, but I don't get a chance to wrestle with anyone that much. Do you like to get into fisticuffs, John? Scrums and whatnot? Me too. Anyway, you should listen to Jade from here on out, John, because she sure seems to know what's best for you. Whatever your adventure throws at you, I'm sure she'll tell you you can handle it. She believes in you.
There is another page to this letter. There is another letter from a different author.
Dear John, happy birthday!
That's not you.
Even
Oh,
though...
uh,
oh, that's sorry, good.
Dear John, happy birthday. Even though it's super late and you probably went through a lot of trouble to get it, I really hope the present cheers you up. You looked really sad while you were reading my letter, which is to say the one you're reading right now. I can explain. You see, when I go to sleep, in my dreams I wake up on a moon of a planet called Prospect. By now you must know what the place is. I have lived there in my dreams most of my life and made many friends over the years. And you were there too, but you were asleep. The fact that you're awake now, I think, means that all my friends are in trouble. You're awake because it's your job to help them. We will both help them. But, I know these things because while I was on the moon, whenever I passed through Skya, I could see a lot of my friends and things in the clouds. The past, the future, stuff about our friends, stuff about you. Now that you're awake and apparently at the center of Skya, wow, you should be able to see stuff in the clouds too. Maybe you already have. About the present, my pen pal helped me work on it. He included a letter too. He's really funny and silly, and I like him a lot. I think you would too. It took a long time between the two of us, and I'm sure the present looks like a fun and completely ridiculous thing to get, but it's also really important. You are getting it exactly when you need it the most. Maybe that's hard to believe, but it's true. I saw it happen already. I don't see everything, John, and I definitely don't know what's going to happen. But when I do know something, I always try to do my best to help the people in the future. When I'm supposed to, that is. You'll get the hang of it. John, I'm really looking forward to seeing you when you wake up. It's been really nice playing with my Prospecian friends and all, but also kind of lonely knowing that you were just there in the tower sleeping and having lousy dreams. I'm not sure where I am when you are reading this, but I'm sure I'll make it down to where you are soon. Geez, how did you even get down there? Oh well, I'll find out. I can't wait to fly around the moon with you and show you all my favorite places. It'll be so much fun. Love, Jade.
Aw.
A boy's grief is interrupted, his ring sought. The toy has taken a new master, the tactician, a misstep. Check. Hours in the future. A regulator becomes a renegade. The recent past is recalled. A temple is fled and soon revisited. A nearby laboratory is also revisited, its satellites dispatched. A sleeping boy is found, rumbling, ominous. The lab is in flight, its exits inoperative. Another public servant makes a sacrifice, a citizen's safety secured. A tyrant is retreating, a battleship landing. A grandfather mourns, a family tradition honored. A queen mourns, a kingdom bid farewell. Hours in the future. Her journey through the windswept must be walked alone. Her entourage bid farewell. A queen becomes a questant. And then years. A key is employed. A command station repaired.
Oh shit. Oh, also there was what do I call it? Morse code in that last one.
Yes. Who can anyone read Morse code?
I was forced to learn for a horror game, and I will never do it again. You can't make me.
All right, we'll never know what the little flashy bug is saying.
I'm pretty sure the wiki knows.
I have the thing that actually adds the Morse code translations in there. Oh my!
Oh, there we go. We're in there.
Awesome.
There's another cloud. And inside, a dark laboratory, unused for years. And inside, a fourth wall, pilfered from a bureaucrat's office and absconded with years ago. It isn't turned on, but if it was, this is almost certainly what we would see. Recap number 2. Picking up from where we left off, a temporary recap, and then other stuff happened. GC helped John fly to the Sud Gate, which loads him to Rose World Lohar. He grasped into Rose's room where he found asleep. And he said,
Oh my god,
and
this
then I
is
started
so
working
long.
on it.
Holy shit.
I mean, it's a recap.
I'll save that too.
Just read the recaps. No reason to read the whole thing. We'd be good.
But this is stuff we already read.
We should just
No, what I'm
skip
saying
to
is
the
that we just had
recap.
to read any of
Everything
it.
and read
Yeah, and just get to the recaps and just read those.
That's no fun.
Don't bother
That's
with
all
this
the
Act
fun.
5 thing and go
That's
straight to the recap.
The recap, yeah. We don't even need to read Act 5.
Anyways, Act 5.
Okay.
Elsewhere in Paradox Space, we examine another planet, forgotten by time. But we will strive to remember. What was this planet's name? Enter name.
Ooh, we got a decoding tool.
Nice one, Smarty Pants. Really hilarious. But let's get real here. No more clowning around. Try again. Is it just Trollian? No, that's not what the planet's called. Alternia. It says right there. That is much better. In fact, as it happens, your guess is precisely correct. What are the odds? We examine the planet Alternia. Somewhere on this planet, there is a young troll. Hive bent.
Oh yeah, by the way, sorry, let me I forgot to type that on live.
Bit important.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. It's you.
Oh,
No.
This young troll stands in his respite block.
You.
It just so happens that today, the 12th bilunar perigee of the 6 dark seasons equinox, is the day of this young troll's larval awakening, also known as his wriggling day. Though it was 6 solar sweeps ago he was given life, it is only today he will be given a name. 6 Alternian solar sweeps, for convenient reference, is equivalent to about 13 Earth years. Earth, also for convenient reference, is a planet that does not yet exist. What will this name of this young troll be? Enter name. You enter something predictably derogatory, and this guy gets fed up by your shenanigans in record time. This guy has a lot of troll pals, and their adventures are going to be quite extensive and convoluted, to an even greater degree than one may be accustomed. He thinks that if you think that we have time to drag out every silly little gag and expected pat along the way, you've got another thing coming. He thinks you should cram that sobering understanding in your chitinous windhole and tamp it down hard with your ugly, stupid-looking cartilage nub. Try again. Your name is Kark Advantus. As was previously mentioned, it is your wriggling day, which is barely even worth mentioning. It is an anniversary, if anything, to lament the faults of your existence, of which there are assuredly plenty. Equally plenty, and somewhat related to that topic, are your interests. You have a passion for ridiculously terrible romantic movies and rom-coms.
Oh no.
You should really be embarrassed for liking this dreadful cinema, but for some reason you are not. You like to program computers, but you are notoriously pretty awful at it. Your programs invariably damage the machines on which they are executed, which is just as well, since you like to believe you specialize in computer viruses. When you mature, you aspire to join the ranks of the most lethal members of your society, the Threshercutioners. You like to practice with your really cool sickle, but just wind up looking like kind of a doofus by yourself in your room. You like to chat with some of your other troll pals, most of which drive you batshit up the fucking belfry. You have been trying out a new chat client beta called Trollian, and you are not really sure what you think about it yet. Your troll tag is Carcinogenesis, and you speak in a manner that is almost exclusively ornery all the time! Later, you will play a game with 5 other friends and go on a big adventure with them. This game, for convenient reference, is a game that does not yet exist, but will soon. What will you do? I should just let you read that. I don't know why.
Examine slimy purple pod.
It is your Recuperacune full of nourishing sopa slime. Every young troll enjoys the cozy embrace of such a vessel each night, and the relaxing ooze helps assuage the terrible visions of blood and carnage that plague the dark subconsciouses of your species. It's so inviting. A few minutes couldn't hurt.
Get in.
Okay, this sure is cozy and all, but you can't be napping all day like a chump. Damn it, you're a busy guy. You're sort of a big deal. Goddamn slime. Now you have to change your clothes too. What were you thinking? Luckily, all your clothes are the same. Trolls think fashion is stupid.
Examine movie posters.
Okay, it's time to get serious here. Sweet troll Gigas, let's get real and get down to some major business. You space out and get caught up reading the titles of the films for about 5 minutes. Wow, these movies are great. You don't care what anyone says. Pure magic. Is that John Cusack? The thing that most people don't realize is that John Cusack is a universal constant. This movie. Okay, this one you even have a hard time defending. But still, it's so good. The best thing about it is how Troll Sandler doesn't make you want to punch anything. Like, nothing at all, really hard or anything.
Capture log sickle.
You grab your trusty sickle with your encryption modus. To retrieve it, you'll need to hack the code open to open the card vault left behind. This will obviously prove to be a completely ridiculous and untenable way of managing an inventory, and lead to a great many follies. Later on, you would swap your modus with your hacker friend, a guy who, unlike you, happens to be competent with programming. It would only make sense. But for the time being, it makes your life kind of a nightmare. There are so many stupid things that happen because of this modus. So many, you just have no idea.
Take card vault.
God damn it! You hear some unhappy grumbling through the hole below. This was not the coolest thing you could have done just now.
Examine large black book.
You make quite sure not to capture log it and simply pick it up and read it. Till Death, a handbook for the imminently deceased. Chapter 1. Prepare your till death file. Dig your grave. A bone to pick, for death begins with life's first breath and life begins at a touch of death. Troll Will Smith.
I can't.
It is a thick programming manual called Till Death, a handbook for the imminently deceased. Till Death is an inseparable language to work with. Its logic is composed of nothing but infinite loops, or at best, loops of effectively interminable construction. Interminable. The above page in the intro section documents the simplest possible till death code structure. Any code deviating from this basic structure will not compile. You have a whole bunch of code samples you've been messing around with on your computer. It's been frustrating at best and debilitating to your machine at worst.
Leave your room.
You step outside your respite block, onto one of your hive's numerous extraterrestrial landing slats. You were allowed to design this hive when you were young, after you emerged victorious from your trials deep within the brooding caverns. You have lived here with your custodian ever since. It's almost as if your people have placed great cultural importance on teaching children to become architecturally adept while very young. It has been this way since ancient times. No one seems to know why that is. Getting to build your own hive at a young age, using whatever meandering design you choose, likely has left you jaded to the notion of customizing your abode. You certainly wouldn't get all that worked up about a game that happened to allow you to do such a thing. At least not for that reason.
Examine neighborhood. I'm examining.
The long rings are empty. Blood skims the voids in your porous cranial plates, as if grazing the hollow of a thrashed stem, or to say, an abandoned cocoon. A sour note is produced. It is the one agitation plays to make its audience squirm. It is your 6th wriggling day, and as with all 5 preceding it, blah, 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 blah. Look. You don't have time for fancy poetry. It's almost as useless as those arms swing flappy things on mailboxes, assuming you even know what those were, which you don't. Trolls don't have mail. Mail is almost as useless as poetry to them. Poetry is the swing-arm flappy dealy of words, and mail is the red tilty lever doodad of giving people shit. Frankly, you don't know about things skimming voids or grazing hollows or whatever. You've got ambition. You are meant to be a big shot, to be in charge of something huge and really important, and to be totally ruthless about it. You just haven't found the dominion in which you're destined for greatness yet, or even a vague concept of it. You haven't found your purpose, but you will tonight. You stew in your own impotent aggravation in the cool dusk breeze. During the dark seasons, it remains dusk for most of the day. It can stay dark for many bilunar pedigrees at the time. But even if it didn't, you would still have this feeling. You have a feeling it's going to be a long night.
Go back inside.
You head back into your block and hit up your computer station. No word from any of your loudmouth pals. No news is good news. Sweet music to your auricular sponge clots.
Check out magazine.
It's the latest issue of Game Grub.
Oh, fuck yeah.
This one appears to boast about exclusive leaks. They all boast about that. You're not even really sure what it means.
Check out DVD.
Oh
It's
my
a DVD
god.
of one of
Here
your
it
favorite
is.
series, The Thresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's about a green Thresh Kushner cadet who sasses up the Blue Bloods in his Flay Squad pretty good. Their blood is literally blue, lousy snobs. But Troll Will Smith shows them all how to loosen up. He's pretty much your hero. Troll TV shows have shorter titles than Troll movies because TV is a much newer form of media in their society, which is a good thing because it would be pretty hard to make this funny joke otherwise.
Get down to business on computer.
Okay, enough messing around. Time to get some work done. Maybe a little programming or oh god. It figures that installing this new beta chat client would open the floodgates. All your moron friends are going to be hounding you relentlessly. Not that they need an excuse before. You wonder what this chump wants.
Answer troll.
Hey?
Wait, oh, that's
Okay.
me? Or no, that's
No,
me.
no,
Okay.
that's me. That's me. I'm sorry.
Okay.
What is up, my inverter brother?
What in the sweet almighty taint chafing fuck do you want?
Not a motherfucking thing, bro. Other than I be checking out how my best motherfucking friend is at, yo.
I really can't stand you, and I hate how you type. It just bothers me so much. Have I mentioned that?
You say it pretty much every time we talk, yeah? But, I don't have to. See? But I mean, man, this feels so motherfucking unnatural and shit. You just gotta be going with what feels right at where your heart's up in, you know? Best friend.
I wonder what kind of shitty thing I did to deserve such an awful best friend. Or maybe what terrible thing I'm going to do and got punished for in advance. Maybe I'm just like preemptively the worst fucking piece of trash who ever lived and don't even know it yet. But hey, your friendship is exhibit A, I guess.
It's such a beautiful thing. This troll disease called friendship.
Friendship isn't a disease, shit sponge. It's a mistake. A big joke of nature.
It's a miracle.
Oh no, don't start with that miracle again.
Man, everywhere I look, all I see is motherfucking miracles. It's so spiritual, all these miracles and shit. Okay, like, just be taking this fucking tits bottle of fucking Fago I just cracked up open, and how it's being all like hissing and shit. Motherfucking hissing, man. Who went all and told it to do that? How would it even do that? It's crazy. It's a miracle.
It's carbonation, you ignorant douche. Try getting schoolfed?
School
Okay.
School-fed.
School-fed. Oh, it's like schoolfed. Sometime instead of slurping down that weird swill all day and fondling your stupid horns.
Nah, bro. I don't want to know. Don't even tell me. Knowing shit just steals up all the fucking magic from my miracles like a motherfucking thief. And that ain't cool.
The only miracle is that you like that disgusting sludge. Where do you even get that stuff? It's like a miracle how you dress like an imbecile and are basically the stupidest asshole I've ever known. Actually, you're right. Those are miracles. There are miracles everywhere. I've been a fool.
See, man, I am straight up telling you. Miracles. It's like, alright, computers, right? What the fuck? Miracles is what?
Wait, I'm sorry. Fuck you! Fuck you for me just reading that.
Anyway, what's up with your bad self? For serious here. Isn't something big all going down?
What?
I heard something big was going all down. Just all be telling me all what motherfucking it's up and all about.
Stop saying all! Are you talking about TA's thing?
Yeah! Fuck yeah, man, so mysterious. I'm never being getting ceased to be amazed by all these fucking mysteries life's got for us.
Ugh. Anyway, I don't know what's up with that. Maybe I'll talk to him tonight about it. Maybe I won't. It's probably just another one of his projects that wind up being completely useless and a huge waste of my time.
Yeah, maybe. But he's your best friend though, so it's all cool. Anyway, I thought this sounded like a pretty big motherfucking deal, my man.
What?
Bro, never mind. I just fucking did like to scare the shit out of myself here. These damn horns.
You've got to get rid of those things. They're making it more embarrassing to know you. Which is a friggin' miracle that's even possible. Like, wow. God sure cooked up a doozy there. Twinkly-eyed son of a bitch just keeps you guessing, doesn't he?
Man, you know you want to give my horns a good squeeze.
Actually, you know what will be the miracle to the end of all miracles? It'll be if I ever meet a kid I despise more than you. That will make me a motherfucking convert. I'll see light so bright, I'll need GC to walk me around so I don't bump into shit. Sign me up for your idiotic clown religion, okay?
You fucking got it, brother.
Hell yeah.
That was amazing.
Whoa, what the motherfuck? Who's this motherfucking motherfucker? It's cool. Life is like that sometimes.
God.
Fuck. It's full of mysteries. You'll be doing one thing, then something else hits you just like that, and you just roll with it. That's what you do when life hands you lemons. You sure as fuck don't make lemonade, because who the fuck knows where that fucking shit comes from? It's squeezed out of miracles is where. So what's this motherfucker's name? Anthony. Your name is Gamzee Makara. You get pretty excited by clowns of a grim persuasion which may not be in full possession of their mental facilities. You belong to a rather obscure cult, which foretells of a band of rowdy and capricious minstrels, which will rise one day on a mythical paradise planet that does not exist yet. The beliefs of this cult are somewhat frowned upon by those dwelling in more common lawn rings. But you don't care. You've got to be going with what feels right and where your heart's up in, you know? You like to practice on your one-wheel device, which you are god-awful at because your feet do not reach the pedals. You enjoy a fine beverage, and like to do a little baking sometimes. You've got all these horns all over the place, and sometimes you step on them and scare the shit off yourself. You like to chat a lot with your pal Carcat, who is usually pretty cranky, but he is your best friend. You have a lot of other great friends who you also like a lot. Your troll tag is terminally capricious, and you speak in a manner that is...
Just a little bit whimsical.
What will you do?
Capture log bottle of Fago.
You snag a bottle of Fago. To consume the beverage is what your fellow devotees refer to as kicking the wicked elixir. It is capture log through your miracle modus. You have absolutely no idea how this thing works, and you don't want to know.
Capture log computer.
You take your husk top. Sometimes you just like to pick stuff up and watch the colors. It's so beautiful. Life is beautiful.
Ride one wheel device.
You decide to give this diabolical contraption another shot. Maybe one of these days you will get one more suited to your proportions. For now, this is all you have to work with. You just have to figure out how to stay on the thing without flying off the handle. You do some sort of acrobatic fucking pirouette off the handle and into a big file of fucking horns.
Sample delicious pie cooling on the counter.
It is still piping hot, but you can't help yourself. You sneak a taste of the Sopor slime pie. You aren't supposed to eat that slime. It does funny things to a troll's head. But you were never taught that on account of a lousy upbringing. Your custodian was always out to sea. That is where he is now. Maybe you will go outside and see if you can spot him.
Take a juggling club.
You grab a juggling club. You'll need it if you are going to go out. It is dangerous to leave unarmed.
Go outside.
You leave your hive and head out to the beach. There is no sign of your custodian. You should not stay out here very long. The sea dwellers are quite hostile. Someone is bugging you. This is exciting. You're always down for shooting the wicked shit with anyone who will put up with you. Now, if only you could figure out how to get your husk top out of this stupid thing. It'll be a miracle if you can manage.
Retrieve husk top.
You say a short prayer to your beloved mirthful messiahs and splash a pinch of special stardust in your face. Go back up to the first panel.
Okay.
Just really take a look there.
Oh, hell yes.
Wait, I can like barely see it. What is that?
It is.
It's
Bless.
the insane clown posse.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
The
Okay.
mirthful messiahs.
That's amazing.
All right, now we continue. Your Silodex launches your beverage far, far into the ocean. You wonder if you can just sort of reach over and...
Answer troll.
Hey, Gamesies, you wanna play a Gamesies with me?
Hey, yeah, that sounds like the motherfucking shits, bitch tits.
It sure is hard to ignore the weird things you say sometimes, but I'm gonna. The only reason I'm asking you is because your name is like Game, and no other reason, get it?
Well, I heard of worse fucking reasons to be getting all about to do something. Oh.
No, that should bother you, that reason. Why don't things like that bother you? No wonder Vantis can't stand you. But who cares about him? We're going to have some motherfucking shitty bitches playing together, or whatever you said.
So, is this the game I've heard about? The big mystery?
Yeah.
Whoa, okay, this is gonna be fucking insane. But can we play a little later? I'm outside keeping an eye out here for the old goat. You know how it is with family.
No, not really.
Oh, yeah.
Way to go. How does that stupid bottled syrup of yours taste with your hoof so far up your mouth?
Sorry. Anyway, I'll go inside in a while. Why don't you get Carcat to fire up that motherfucker with you? He likes games.
Oh no. God, can you imagine all the bitching and moaning? I used to try to play stuff with him, but wow, did I learn my lesson.
Alright, well, I'll try to get in and get up on my chill real soon and we can play. Just give me a minute.
Bullshit! You know you're just going to sit there on the beach and space out and lose track of time. Hello? Gams?
What? Oh man, sorry. I spaced out. Did you know how beautiful the sound of the ocean is? Have you ever even seen the ocean? Or, I mean, smelled it. Sorry.
Check.
Sorry, I was being blown up in DMs. I had to reply to those.
Get some programming done!
Finally, some peace and quiet. Now you can bear down on your coding. This will surely last all evening without interruption. You reopen one of your till death projects you started recently. You are still horsing around with the conditions for terminating the loops. What many till death coders do is import finite constructs and bind the loops to their lifespan. For instance, the main loop here will terminate on the death of the universe, labeled U. That way, you only have to wait billions of years for it to end, instead of forever. You have bound a subloop to the lifespan of the code's author, which is you. Any routine at the end will execute when you die. You figure this might be handy for coding something to release a final will and testament, or maybe some doomsday virus. You spend a lot of time thinking of ways to make the perfect doomsday virus. Conveniently absent from till death's extensive import library are entities with short lifespans, like a rapidly decaying particle that only lasts a millisecond sure would be handy, or even a fruit fly or something. But no, coding with this language is all about finding ways to trick it into doing what you want. Your hacker buddy is obnoxiously good at it. He sent you some files which you still don't understand, but you're not going to admit that. He is even better at making viruses than you, which really gets stuck in your nook.
Check out one of his files.
This code, when executed, immediately causes the user's computer to explode and places a curse on the user forever, along with everyone he knows and everyone he'll ever meet. Not surprisingly, later on you would run this code in a fit of stupidity. You don't know how he does stuff like this. What does this even mean? It's nonsense. Is that even syntactically viable? Are you allowed to color text like that? Maybe you should ask him about it sometime. Oh, speak of the devil, here he is bugging you about something. Time to put on your game face and pretend you don't think very highly of his abilities.
Answer troll.
KK, don't flip your shit about this, but I'm getting you up to play a game with some people.
Why would I flip my shit about that?
Because you flip your shit about everything.
Well, will you look at this? Here's my shit, and yet it remains unflipped. Just sitting there on the skillet, getting burned on the side. It's a miracle.
Oh no, are you into miracles now too? Because if you are, you're fired preemptively from the game.
Fuck no!
Okay, nice.
Miracles are like poop stains on God's underwear.
Making fun of people's religions is the best thing to do.
That's why that's why he hides them. They're fucking embarrassing. God launders in mysterious ways.
Right on. But let's shut our mouths a second and talk about this game. It'll only be a second, really. You don't have to do too much.
Okay, good. Because I'm pretty busy tonight. What is this thing? Anyway, why all the secrecy?
Well, the short story is that it's an immersive simulation that you play with a group. The long story is that the fate of our civilization depends on us playing it. I guess the long one was shorter than the short one. Fuck!
That sounds like melodramatic bullshit, but coming from you color me unsurprised.
Screw you, Vantis. This shit's more real than Kraft rub sauce.
Right, okay. So you made this game?
No. More like I adapted it.
From what?
Some crazy technology AA dug out of some ruins. Haven't you talked to her about it?
Man, no! I can't talk to her! She's so spooky! I don't know why most of our friends are such weirdos.
Probably it's because most trolls are. If you heard what I heard every night, I mean, wow,
No, let's not talk about your weird mutant brains. And don't scan mine or whatever. It's off limits, you douche.
I told you like a billion times I can't do that, you nub-slurping fuckpod.
Why are you two up to this secret stuff? Why haven't you told me anything about this?
KK, I'm sorry, but really it's kind of a private matter between me and her, and I'd appreciate it if that was respected.
Oh, God. Stop being so sensitive. It's a repugnant quality.
Okay, how about you take your own advice? You are such a blubbering hypocrite. You're lucky I'm so fucking magnanimous and charitable, because otherwise there's no chance I'd waste my time on you.
What a load of shit. This act that you actually think you're a hotshot, you know you hate yourself.
Nobody hates himself more than you, idiot.
Yeah, well, I hate you way more than I hate myself. And that's fucking saying something. In fact, I hate you more than I hate myself, and you hate yourself, and you hate me combined.
Oh, fuck that noise in every leaking orifice it's got. You know I hate the combined product of you and myself more than you could ever begin to hate me, and myself, and you, and yourself on your worst day, so fucking deal with it!
Okay, time out for the idiot. The idiot gets a timeout and shuts up for a second. That's you. Just tell me what to do about this game.
Okay, well, I'll send you a download soon. I'm setting up 2 teams, like 2 separate competing teams, so that there's a better chance of at least one group winning. And also, I guess, so to see which one can win faster.
Okay, let me guess. There's a red team and a blue team, right?
Yeah, you're on the red team. I will be the leader of the blue.
Okay, then I guess I can pick my teammates then?
Bro, you're not the red team leader. I picked GC for that.
What?
Dude, I did not think you'd be interested in this. Don't act all offended.
Oh, wow. Now I see. Real fucking clever. Picking the blind girl to lead the team you're competing against. I knew you were a cheater, low-life fucking scumbag with no scruples on self-esteem and were basically worthless on every level, but somehow I'm still disappointed in you.
Yeah, I am such an idiot for not rewarding your bubbly personality and impeccable people skills with a leadership gig. What an inconsiderate, knuckle-sponged asshole I've been.
I am a hatched leader, and you know it.
I know you're a filthy seed flap is fluttering in the profane breeze that's shooting out of your stinking meal tunnel. I do know that much.
How do you get out of your cocoon in the morning knowing you're the worst thing a universe was ever responsible for? Also, it must be hard when your hands too persistently bother every mutated set of genitals peppering that ghastly husk you pawn off as a body. Has a female ever looked at you without once turning skyward and erupting like a vomit volcano? Answer me that.
This is so immature. I'm basically just laughing here at how immature you are. Like, I really give a fuck who the red leader is. You want to be the leader? Fine. Talk to GC about it.
I guess these conversations we have do get kind of embarrassing in retrospect. And are we not friends anymore because of stuff I said?
You literally ask me that every time. Are you joking? I can't even tell anymore.
It's a joke, moron! Honestly, I'm just glad nobody else is privy to our conversations. Actually, why don't we have a pact to delete this one from our logs? I'm just shuddering here, scrolling up and reading this.
Yeah, okay.
Also check Mazier.
I know! I know! No!
Sounds like someone downstairs is getting pretty crabby. This is not an encounter you are looking forward to. You'll probably put it off as long as you can manage. Why, who's this young lady? And name? Your name is Terezi Pyrop. You are pretty enthusiastic about dragons, but you have a particular affection for the colorful scales, which you gather and use to decorate your hive. Though you live alone deep in the woods, you surround yourself with a variety of plushy pals known as scalemates. You often spend your days with them in rounds of live-action role-playing. You used to engage in various forms of more extreme role-playing with some of your other friends before you had an accident. You take an interest in justice, holding particular fascination for orchestrating the demise of the wicked. You have taken up study of brutal Arturian law and surround yourself with legal books. You have no need for copies printed in troll braille because you can smell and taste the words. You hope one day to join the honorable ranks of the legislators. Your troll tag is Gallows Calibrator, and you...
Speak with the numbers the blind prophets once used.
You are presently the leader of the red team, poised to begin a mysterious game with 5 other friends, in direct competition with another 6 of your friends, comprising the blue team. What will you do?
Cut to the chase and begin LARPing immediately.
It's pretty hard to live-action roleplay when there is no one who is alive nearby, but all of your scalemates are alive to you. At least you pretend to believe that to annoy people. You prepare a new campaign for one of your favorite scenarios, court block drama. His Honorable Tyranny presides. On trial is an especially detestable fellow, Senator Lemon Snout. You have sparred with this scumbag before. Tonight, he faces justice. You will play the role of the persecuting attorney. On Eternia, there is no such thing as defense attorney, or defensive. In a court block, the word defense itself is offensive.
Interrogate.
Most of the interrogation is in the intimidating silence.
Slap him around a bit.
Slap. You don't want to slap too hard, enough to sting, but not to bruise. It must be methodical, businesslike, and persistent. You only stop when you smell tears. Mr. Senator, you smell very nice. Your luscious yellow scales are like the sweetest gumdrops to the persecution's nose. But your deceit stinks. Did you honestly think you could dip your corpulent snout into the imperial beetle coffers like that and get away with it? Did you think your revolting abuse of the public trust would go unnoticed? Think again, good senator. While the prosecution may be blind, rest assured the League of Legislators sees all.
Call a witness.
Oh, well played, Lemon Snout. Well played. The prosecution's key witness, murdered. How convenient! The court block has little choice but to acknowledge your cunning. You have earned just a teensy sliver of your respect back, for now. But wait. Oh my, what have we here? The prosecution begs your pardon, dear Senator, but you appear to have dropped something. A personal satchel, perhaps? Chock full of illicit, embezzled beetles, with which you have unmitigated cheek to wads before his tyranny, concealed beneath your ill-gotten finery! The persecution requests a short recess from his honorable tyranny so that all law-abiding and mother-grub-fearing citizens may go outside and puke.
Sentence the criminal.
As the persecutor, it is your job to reach a final verdict and sentence the reprehensible, thank you, felon. While his tyranny watches in silence and submits grim approval. But you take pity on this miserable bureaucrat. You are feeling merciful. You will give him a fighting chance. You will flip a double-headed troll Seeger to decide his fate because Caesar...
Yeah.
You do this quite often when making important decisions, kind of like Batman's nemesis Two-Face or that guy from No Country for Old Men. It turns out there are lots of badasses out there flipping coins, but those are Earth things and you've never heard of them. It is safe to say you borrowed this gimmick from one of the many, many troll things out there that's got hard-boiled dudes flipping coins for major stakes. You base the habit on whichever one smells the most badass.
Flip.
Bling! The coin tumbles through the air. Lemon Snout is sweating bullets. A favorable flip. The senator exiles in relief. But What are you so happy about, Mr. Lemon Snout? He looks a bit confused. He quivers his lowly proboscis at the coin. See? The coin has exonerated him. Coin? What coin? Surely you jest, Mr. Senator. The prosecution sees no coin. She's blind, remember?
Adjourn.
Another triumph for justice. The court block is adjourned. You offer final salutations to his tyranny in the customary manner. Okay, that's not customary at all. You're just kind of weird. It's just that your red chalk is the most delicious chalk. You cannot get enough of it. Anyone who says there is a more delicious chalk out there, it simply reeks of deceit. You sure had to go to a lot of trouble to do that.
Go get Kane.
You take your walking cane, which you use as a weapon kind of like Earth Daredevil, who you've never heard of. You will use it to wall up enemies when you enter the medium. Like this.
Begin recruiting red team members.
Your nose begins scouring your chump roll through the saliva smears on your monitor for potential teammates so you can start playing. No, not her. No, not her either. Definitely not that guy. Okay, how about this girl? You like to roleplay with her sometimes via chat. You pretend you are a member of the mysterious and noble dragony race while she does her own goofy thing. You don't have it in your heart to tell her that your chat RPing is meant facetiously.
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 Trial AC. GC lands on your whelping stoop and wraps in your cave with her noble and elegant talon, and once with her mighty snout for good measure.
AC saunters from her dark cave, a little bit sleepy from her recent kill. AC uses one of her mouths to lick off the fresh blood off of her paws, and the other to blow you a kiss.
Ah! GC with a mighty whisk of her mighty tail plucks the kiss out of the air mightily. GC pockets the kiss in her enchanted rucksack for later to do something magical, like make goblin wishes come true.
Yes, AC finds out the most admirable use of a kiss. She thinks that goblin wishes need to come true just like any other person's wishes. AC begs your pardon while she rips apart this tasty beast to prepare a meal for her cubs.
GC eyes the beast hungrily and mightily.
Uh-oh.
GC eyes the cubs hungrily and mightily, especially mightily.
Don't you dare! AC shouts, "Don't you dare!" indignantly.
But it is too late! GC scoops up a plump cub with her glistening majestic tail and flies off magically. The innocent cub is crying and crying and crying.
AC says, "Oh no," and looks a bit crestfallen. AC gets a clever idea to slake the majestic dragon's mighty hunger. She prepares the lion's share of the slain armored polar bear for GC.
GC's magnificent curiosity has been perked. Is it a bull collar bear? She asked that.
AC pauses a moment and nods knowingly, with a couple of smug grins on her face. She confirms that it is indeed the bulliest of bears.
GC instantly loses interest in the puny cub and drops it to the ground far below.
But as it happens, the really cute cub lands in a bush safe and sound. Woof.
GC's alarming and splendiferous girth settles over the succulent collar bear steak. When she finishes the savory red meat, she lifts her proud wise head and opens her great big mouth and speaks the ancient tongue of 1,000 wisdoms. She says, "Hey, do you want to play a game with me?"
AC crinkles up her nose and prepares for a really unprecedented marathon of baffling feline obstinacy. Her dragonity suitor will make neither rhyme or reason of her perplexing behavior for even an instant.
No, that was a real question. You want to play a game?
Oh, okay. If you mean a computer game, then yes, that sounds like fun.
Okay, you can be on my team.
Team? Who else is playing?
I haven't decided yet. A whole bunch of us in 2 teams.
Oh. Well, it sounds like it will be a lot of fun, but I think I should get permission first.
That's so stupid! He's not the boss of you!
I know, but I'm still kind of scared of him, and I think perhaps it's best to not to just run it by him first, so that there isn't a kerfuffle about it or anything.
This is stupid in such a terrible myriad of dumb ways. You shouldn't be afraid of anyone. You kill big animals with your bare hands. And in any case, he lives nowhere near you, so the whole thing is extra stupid.
I know, but I don't think it'll be a big deal. I'll just mention it casually, and it'll be fine, I'm sure. And then we can play together in a little bit.
Ugh, fine. In the meantime, I'll go round up some more people to play.
Okay.
Hey, Gamesies, wanna play a Gamesies with me?
Hey, yeah, that sounds like the motherfucking shits, bitch tits.
It sure is hard to ignore the weird things you say sometimes.
You then proceeded to have the rest of this conversation we already read. No luck in getting this guy to play with you right now either. You guess that leaves... Oh no, not Carcat. You were only going to ask him as a last resort. You wonder what he wants. You will try to avoid mentioning the game. Hopefully he hasn't caught wind of it yet.
Deal with Carcat.
Hey, guess what? Big news! Like, holy shit, stop the presses! This is a humongous deal sort of news!
What is it?
You're not the red team leader, that's me. I'm the leader, it's decided on the official basis.
Okay, so I guess I'm supposed to make a big stink about this and say, I want to be leader.
What? No. I mean, you can, but it won't do you any good, because I'm the leader, and that's all there is to evacuate through your protein chute on the matter.
Well, it may surprise you to know that I don't give a crap about who gets to be leader, because unlike you, I actually have a fucking smidgen of maturity and self-respect.
That's a lie! You're more of a melodrama spaz queen than me, and you know it. And this stuff you're saying is a pretend stunt. You're like a rocket-propelled spaz maggot spring-loaded up the ass of a psychedelic fucking freak-out weasel on idiot drugs, so let's not play make-believe games here. Leader, me.
Carcat, I don't care. You can be the stupid leader. I just want to play this game.
Okay, great. If it's any consolation, I have selected you to be my second in command.
Really? So...
Fuck you! Offer rescinded.
Okay, but seriously, I would have suggested you to be leader, but honestly, it comes with serious responsibilities, and I wasn't sure if you're up to it.
How could you think that? I'm an incredible leader with all kinds of prioritization and command skills. I'm going to rock the cock off this weather vane, and the blue team will wish they never slithered out of their mother's grub's heinous, undulating asshole. So just give me the full briefings. What do you know?
Okay, the thing you need to know is the leader starts out by running the client application. Sorry, I have to burp.
Fair.
While I, the lowly second officer, connects you to you with the server while I remain generally in awe of your manly grandeur. And I sit at my computer doing menial chores in support of your heroic escapades, which, honestly, I don't think you're ready for, but whatever.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I was made for. Being in charge of adventure, running around and stuff, and fucking shit up like a goddamn hero with a ripper wasp in his jock. Let's get cracking here. Launch your server or whatever. I'll install the hero program.
The client.
Yeah.
Okay, if you insist. Far be it from me to stop you from being so dashing and courageous. And to be perfectly honest, a little bit handsome.
Yeah, exactly. Now you are making sense. This is the kind of thing that sane people say. Keep at it. There's hope for you yet.
Okay, I'll try. Anything to get you to stop being such a baby.
What's a baby?
Oh, it's like a mythical little pink monkey. Something my Lucis dreams about.
I thought you didn't have one.
I don't, yet. I'm not allowed to.
Why not? Why have you never mentioned this anyway? Honestly, Terezi, it sounds like you're frothing loony block nonsense.
If I ever did have one, it would mean the world was coming to an end.
Oh, thank God you just said something normal. I was starting to worry there. Woo! Back in Sane Land!
It's true! I don't completely understand it, but that's what it told me.
We need to get you out of that fucking tree and into a proper goddamn learning. You've been stunted living up there by whispers of fucking bark gnomes or something. I think one of my neighbors, was just culled recently. Maybe you could live there.
No way! Screw lawn rings! More like yawn rings! I love my tree! But you're welcome to visit sometime. It's especially nice in the third autumn.
Hey, well, speaking of that, I should go downstairs and deal with this grumpy customer. It's going to fondle Major's seed flap, but hopefully it'll be quick. You can establish your connection and do your trivial sidekick stuff, I guess, in the meantime.
Okay.
A little later. After the Night of Blood's heroic arrival to the land of Pulse and Haze, you quickly crafted a new weapon, Home Smell You Later, plus some other cool stuff.
Deal with Terezi. Okay, you can see me, right? Tell me what is wrong with this picture.
No, I can't see you, dumbass.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, press your nose against your slobbery screen and tell me what is wrong with this picture.
It smells pretty terrible.
That's because you just took a hard drag of my load gaper, which for some reason I have discovered outside on this little island.
You mean your toilet?
Well, ooh la la! Excuse my disdain for your blue-blooded vernacular. Ooh, what was that?
Are you sorry?
Are you okay?
Yes.
What color's your blood?
Whoa! None of your business! Seriously, was that a serious question? Unbelievable!
I will find out someday.
What is it with your obsession with colors? It's bad enough you waste all my hard-earned grist rambling my hive around like that. Sorry, give me a sec. Like that, not even in the direction of their fucking gate. But then you go and spend it all on an ugly paint job. I killed a lot of imps for that grist.
Carcat, please. Don't pretend you didn't enjoy going around killing things. That wouldn't enjoy killing a whole lot more. Or that you wouldn't enjoy killing a whole lot more. Prancing around with your little sickle being all adorable.
Yeah, right. More like Adora Bloodthirsty. I'm prancing around being that, okay? Anyway, this is awful. This is no way for a leader to be treated.
I accidentally skipped. Hang on.
Sorry, this is what you wanted. The leader's the first one in. This is what the leader is supposed to do.
No, this is not anything except for what bullshit is. A leader shouldn't be at the mercy of their hive renovation whimsy of an unhinged blind girl. When do I get the chance to fuck up someone's hive? I should be the next on the connect to a client.
No, you can't. You have to be the last one to connect to complete the chain.
More lies.
Think of it this way. I'm your server player, so priority has to be on me getting in the game before I get killed by meteors, in which case you'd be screwed in there. Then the next guy comes in, then the next, and you bring the last one in.
Whoa, wait, what? Meteors? What the fuck are you talking about? What does that have to do with meteors?
Oh boy, you need to get with the program, Caricat. Have you talked to AA?
4 what?
Apocalypse Arisen, sorry.
No, of course not.
Or TA, or AG, I guess, or CA. Really, there's like this whole conspiracy about this as I'm finding out.
Well, why don't you just tell me so I don't have to talk to any of those double-talking assholes?
I can't. I gotta step out of this tree for a moment. When I come back, I will enter the game. See ya!
A little while ago.
Oh, who's this?
Hello.
Desecrate.
You're not sure why you did that, really. There'll probably turn out to be a reason. There's a reason for everything. Understanding this lets you be reckless, whoever you are. A little later. Somewhere else entirely. Rubbish from the land dwellers makes you sick, whoever you are. And later still. We return to the land of pulse and haze, so that we can rewind a bit. But before all that paint got slopped on your hive, and before that mysterious hole was made... Man, how'd that hole get made? It was when Carcat ran TA's Accursed Till Death program and his computer blew up. That's what happened. We'll see this happen later. It'll be startling and unexpected.
Deal with crabby customer.
You go downstairs and confront your custodian, which is another term for a frightening beast known as a Lussus naturae. Your Lussus has looked after you since you were very young in lieu of any biological parents, whom you have never known. No young troll ever knows his or her blood parents, nor could such a lineage ever be accurately traced. Adult trolls supply their genetic material to the filial pails carried by imperial drones and offered to the monstrous mother grub deep underground in the brooding caverns. She then combines all the genetic material into one diabolical incestuous slurry and lays hundreds of thousands of eggs at once. The eggs hatch into young larval trolls, which wriggle about to locate a cozy stalactite from which to spin their cocoons. After they pupate, the young troll with his or her newfound limbs undergoes a series of dangerous trials. If they survive, they are chosen by a member of the diverse and terrifying subterranean monster population native to Alternia. This creature becomes the troll's Lussus, and together they surface and choose a location to build a hive. The building process is facilitated by carpenter droids left on the planet to cater to the young, but only for building. They're on their own otherwise. The vast majority of adult trolls are off-planet, serving some role in the forces of ongoing Imperial conquest, besieging other star systems in the name of Alternian glory. The culture and civilization on the homeworld is maintained almost entirely by the young. Trolls sure are weird.
Ooh. Sound.
You leap into the domestic fray. Did you play the music? I don't remember how to.
I guess I just do this.
There you go. Okay. You leap into the domestic fray in an attempt to mollify your manning aggressor. After a lot of kicking and fussing and gnashing of teeth and carapace, you just pull out a few chilled roe cubes from the fridge and settle the beast down. Trolls and their custodians have a peculiar arrangement of codependence. The Lussus behaves as a lifelong bodyguard, caretaker, and visceral sort of mentor, while the young troll must learn to function as a sort of a zookeeper. We decide to agree this conflict is not a big enough deal to warrant a detailed examination of the action or an embedded musical accompaniment. We also agree that while there would have been pretty sweet, we are also in kind of a hurry here. But if it were to be accompanied by something audible, it would probably sound something like this. We decide to listen to that track, close our eyes, and imagine what might have been. Wow, that sure was awesome. Anyway, moving on. In fact, we are in such a hurry, you could almost say we need to get moving on the double. Yeah! Sorry, I had to sit back up in my chair. There's this pretty cool dude, okay? Some people seem to think he's cool. Sometimes. He guesses they're right. I mean, maybe, if they say so. Actually, you know what? They're right. This guy's dynamite lit in a box of hot shit. Screw the haters. Anyway, he's standing around being all chill like cool dudes are known to do sometimes, when they're not moping around or nursing migraines or whatever. A cool dude like this probably has a real cool name, or at least a name that doesn't completely fucking suck. Like, at least not the kind of name that belongs to someone you'd just want to perpetually wail on. Maybe just a name that makes you cringe a little, but you guess you can deal with it if you got to. It's just a guy's name. It's not like it really matters. Who cares? But he probably wouldn't just tell you that it was... But he probably wouldn't just tell you if it was if you asked. He'd be way too moody for that. In fact, this guy probably thinks you've got some attitude and probably doesn't want a damn thing to do with you. You could always try to guess his name, but instead of that, here's a better idea. Why don't you fuck off and go to hell? Here, name this kooky broad instead. Okay, what's her name? Wait, you've got to be kidding me. Looks like we're going back to the other guy again. All right, hang on. It appears this cool and moody dude had a change of heart. He feels pretty bad about flying off the handle like that, as if shit wanted nothing to do with the handle. Shit would like to reconcile with the handle, and perhaps seek marital counseling. So, what's his name gonna be? Enter name. Your name is Solix Captor. You are apeshit bananas at computers, and you know all the codes. All of them. You are unchallenged authority on apiculture networking. And though all of your friends recognize your unparalleled achievements as a totally sick hacker, you feel like you could be better. It's one of a number of things you sort of beat yourself up about for no very good reason during sporadic and debilitating bipolar mood swings. You have a penchant for bifurcation in logic and in life. Your mutant mind is hounded by the psychic screams of the imminently deceased. Your visions foretell of the planet's looming annihilation, and yet unlike the typical sightless prophet of doom, you are gifted with vision twofold. For now. You have developed a new game and adapted via code passed from the runes and glyphs in an ancient underground temple. You believe this game to be the salvation of your race, though you are not sure how yet. To ensure success, you will distribute the game to 2 teams of friends, a red team and a blue team. You will lead the latter group. Your troll tag is Twin Armageddons, and you
tend to speak with a bit of a lisp.
What will you do?
Equip throwing stars to Strife Specialist.
Why would you do that? A high-level psionic has no use for any particular specibus allocation.
Fling star specialist word.
You make short work of the specibus and, oh god, one of your B-house mainframes. The silicone was sliced clean through by your foolish maneuver. What were you thinking? The workers pair up and dance angry messages to you in binary code.
Taste honey.
No! You do not under any circumstance eat the mind honey. The consequences are highly unpleasant. You cultivate this honey for your lussus. It helps him not be such a complete idiot all the time. Merely most of the time instead.
Calm those bees down.
Nap time.
Get to work at computer.
You are always up to your nook in the newest and hottest games. It is hard to walk around the place without squishing them. Whenever that happens, you are screwed, and you have to grow a new one from scratch. But tonight is no night for games. Well, okay, it is. But just one game in particular, and this game is no joking matter. It is delirious bug nasty.
Recruit team leader. TZ, you want to be the leader of one of the teams?
You mean for your gang to save the world?
Yeah.
Okay, I picked the red team.
Okay, I didn't say anything about a red team, or even that there were 2 teams, but fine.
Obviously, you're going to set up a red and blue teams. Come on.
You don't know what I'm going to do. Stop being as though you can read my mind. It's not a power you have. Your strengths are being blind and tricking people about stuff. And I guess being generally savvy and pretty decent at other stuff, but that's why I'm picking you and not some other fucking schlub from Idiotville.
Solix, please. You're Mr. Appleberry Blast, and everyone knows those are your favorite flavors, even though you type in yucky mustard, which is weird.
Maybe there is more to me than you think. Maybe I'm not the 2-trick hoof beast you want to make me out as. Maybe I just wanted to give the red and blue thing a rest for a change and not make it so it's like, oh, look, it's that predictable fuck with those 2 stupid colors. It's amazing how much everyone fucking hates him. Maybe red and blue aren't that great, and I hate them suddenly. Have you thought of that? Maybe I'm more of an aubergine guy. Plus, whatever that future color it is you type with. What is that, turquoise? Maybe it's making me turquoisey. Maybe the new name for that color is Summer Shithead Mist. Have you considered that? Maybe I'm sticking with red and blue, so maybe you should suck on it.
Maybe. Maybe is a stupid word. Maybe that's the big maybe we should all powder tonight over some hot shut the hell up tea. So you think I'm savvy?
Yeah, I think so. Pick out whoever you want for the red team and I'll lead the blue team. I'll send you the download soon. Talk to you later.
Wait, maybe you should tell me more about this game first. How exactly are we saving the world?
I don't know yet. I just know what I've seen in my visions. That the world will end and our whole race dies, and this is how we save it. And AA can back me up on this, so don't be all doubting me about it.
I'm not doubting you. I think you are right. Mostly.
Mostly? What does that mean?
Well, when you talk about how you're going to die too.
I am going to die. I mean, we all are, but especially me. I'm going to get my ass served to me twofold. Double the service, like two dudes on Double Butler Island by a Siamese twin masseuse. But before I die, I'm going to go blind like you. It has to happen like that. I'm not sure why, but I think it's like fulfilling some requirement for a true prophet of doom. In order for the visions to be right, that has to happen. And the universe will make sure it will. It's kind of like how a prophet earns his stripes by being blind, like how an angel earns its wings.
What's an angel?
Some terrible mythical demon with these awful feathery wings.
Yikes.
Paradox Space uses them to usher in the end.
How does it know what angel to use?
Huh? So yeah, we will all die, but most especially me, end of story.
Don't take this the wrong way, but how can you be totally sure about all that? How do you know some of the real visions you're having aren't getting kind of tangled up with sort of the way you are about yourself?
What do you mean?
How you get mopey and you're always the victim of something, and how sometimes you think you suck when you really don't. Maybe that is clouding your vision.
Okay, that's just some personal, private, emotional issues, and I am dealing with that. And honestly, I appreciate you not always throwing that in my face every goddamn opportunity you get. Like, this is a big circus act to you, and that is your special clown pie.
See? God, so sensitive.
Seriously, talk to AA, she will corroborate everything. You and she are pretty tight, aren't you?
Not really anymore. She used to be a lot of fun, but now talking to her, I don't know. Just somehow always makes me sad.
Okay, well, tonight's not about fun. This is serious. Deliriously so. We are in Smerious Shit-Stained City.
Screw you and your shit stains. I will have a fucking blast, and you can't stop me, Blue Team scum.
Oh shit, it's on, sucker.
Duke. That... Okay, that was completely meaningless. What was the point? Whoever you are.
Deal with Apocalypse Arisen.
Who's AA?
Eero.
Eero?
Did you set up the teams?
Still working on it, but yeah, more or less. We should all be playing soon, and I guess leaving this dimension. That is what happened, right?
Yes.
So I guess you should be pretty happy when we finally get out of here.
I don't know about that.
Oh. Will you at least be able to leave the voices behind?
I don't know about that either.
Isn't that kind of depressing? The thought that they might stay with you till you die?
Not really. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with a lot of things, even our inevitable failure, though it will briefly masquerade as victory.
Wow, fuck! That was so much more depressing than the thing I just said. Trezzy was right. You are such a drag to talk to these days.
She was right about a lot of things.
Wow, what a mysterious thing to say. I am so intrigued. Do me a favor and spare me your spooky conundrums tonight. You're kind of pissing me off.
But you like to talk to me. This is a fact, not a question. They told me.
Oh, your sources have spoken! Relay a message for me. Tell them to go haunt my huge creaking bone bulge.
Why do you like to talk to me?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because we are supposed to save the world together? I also talk to you because, in case you haven't noticed, I despise myself and perpetually seek to duplicate the emotional pain, the cacophony of physical pain my hideous mutant brain causes me every day. Oh my god, I just had a breakthrough! Thank you so much for this. It was great. That was a joke. Here, type ha.
Ha.
Now type it again.
Ha.
There you go. You know, officially the life of the party. I just took an embarrassing video of you cutting loose there. Boy, I sure hope this juicy nugget doesn't wind up on the internet.
Solux, I actually would like it if you were happy.
Okay. Thanks you for saying so.
You seem sad and angry all the time. What does anger feel like? I forgot.
Have you ever been angry? I don't remember you getting angry about anything.
Maybe I never was. I feel like I was, though, once.
Why don't you ask Carcat? He's way angrier than me. For that matter, why don't you get on his case about it instead of mine?
I think his anger serves a greater purpose. It's part of his destiny and thus ours. It will help him to sabotage his own designs, which are very much in opposition to the broader purpose, and will sow the seeds of our failure, a failure which will ironically prove to be mission critical.
If you think we are going to fail, why wouldn't you get mad about that? At the voices sending you down this blind alley the whole time.
They never lied, though. This is how it had to be. I have to be totally honest, though at no point did I ever lie, but through a mission. This game will not save the world.
The fuck?
And though it is still very important even in our defeat, unfortunately it is much closer to serving as the instrument of our people's demise than that of their salvation. And we 12 will behave simultaneously as the pawns and the orchestrators of the great undoing.
I don't want to play anymore then.
You will, though.
Fuck that. Just watch. This shit is dusted. Check me out. I'll dust it like a saucy fucking maid.
It cannot be stopped. Monsters are en route. You know this, Solux.
Who cares? I'm yanking the grub tube on this overpunctured bitch. I'm telling Red Team Leader to forget the whole thing. I'm quitting as Blue Team Leader. If you want to shamble through this macabre fantasy of yours solo, be my guest.
You were never going to be the team leader, though, which is to say, the first to enter.
Are you messing with me? You do realize I'm psychic too. I could pull so much trippy shit out of my spinal crevice, it would make your head spin like a dervish in a fucking blender. So get off your high hoof beast.
I'm coming up.
Huh? Up where? Hello? Abort. Hey, change your plan. We aren't playing this game anymore. You two don't have to bother recruiting. Sorry to waste your time.
I'm not the leader anymore. Carcat is.
He is?
He threw a tantrum about it, so I let him be the red leader.
Okay, that was fairly predictable. That's fine. I'll talk to him about it.
What's going on?
Nothing. This game sucks and AA is full of crap. Sorry about all this.
What?
Hey, change your plan. We aren't playing this game anymore.
Hey, guess who the red leader is? I'm the leader. It's me. Your plan to cripple your rival team has failed.
I know. She told me. I don't care. The game is bad news. It will cause the end of the world, not stop it. So, forget it. Just go back to whatever you're doing. Writing your shitty code or whatever.
So pathetic! This is yet another feeble attempt to weaken your opposition. Terezi and I have already established a connection and we are making great progress here. We are a great team and I am a fantastic leader. We will beat this game in no time while your team is clearly still asleep at the thorax.
Oh, God. No, you idiot. I don't care about the game anymore. I just quit. I'm not playing. You should too.
Amazing! You're either being really persistent with this transparent ruse, or you really are just that sad and incompetent. Neither case deserves my respect or my friendship. In fact, you know what? Friendship canceled. There, it's official. Bye-bye, friendship.
Oh, like you haven't said that like a billion times. You aren't in any position to question my competence. You're the worst programmer I've ever known. You don't know anything about computers. Why do you bother? The only thing you're good at is yelling and making huge mistakes and being ugly and harmful in every way and having two stupid little nubbly horns.
To be honest, I don't see what's so great about your programming or hacking. What is a hacker even? Just some smug asshole in movies doing fake things and making up words. It's not even a real thing to be. It's just some bullshit title you gave yourself so you can feel just a tiny bit less loathsome.
Oh no, more childish burns. I don't have to prove anything to you. I'm a great hacker. Period.
No, it's also clear now. You were a fraud all along. What does all this nonsensical code you wrote even do? It's all nonsense, like a bluff. You just say, oh, Carcat will never understand what I wrote is bullshit because he's too dumb to figure it out. Well, you're busted. These viruses here, I bet, do nothing at all.
Wait, KK?
I bet if I ran them, nothing bad would happen. Might even improve my computer's performance.
No, don't.
How about this idiotic program with the red and blue code, which is a meaningless thing to do with code anyway? What does that even mean? It's another one of your scams. Why not sneak some bad clip art into the files too and pretend that's code?
Oh god, no, don't run that. I'm serious.
What would happen?
I'm not sure, but it would be really, really bad if you ran it. Just don't.
Just as I thought. You can't even come up with a good lie when I press you about it. Your bluff has been called. Compiling as we speak, it will auto-run when it finishes. And now I have to go attend to something outside because Terezi is doing something just unspeakably stupid right now. Whoops, forget I said that. It was privileged information.
You are the dumbest grub fucker on the planet, I swear.
Later, douchebag.
KK, do not run that code. Hello?
Carcinogeneticist's computer exploded.
Oh my god.
You are highly startled by the totally unexpected...
Holy shit, what just happened?
Carcat and his friends and everyone they would ever meet thereafter would experience great misfortune on account of the curse unwittingly implemented through Solix's esoteric Mobius double reach-around virus. Every troll's Lussus would soon die. All but one of their kernel sprites would be prototyped with the dead Lussus, each prior to entering the medium. Upon entry, they would each have a bittersweet reunion with the creature after the kernel hatched, triggering the sprite's metamorphosis. For the first time, the trolls would be able to have verbal conversations with their custodians and would be guided by them along their journeys. Unfortunately, the underlings and warring royalty would gain the benefits of most of the monstrous prototypings as well. Each sprite, except for one, would only be prototyped once. The players would learn quickly that while one pre-entry prototyping per player was absolutely necessary for ultimate success, additional pre-entry prototypings merely empowered their enemies unnecessarily. The game has no explicit rule that demands something dead for prototyping, but in practice, the kernel sprite has particular attraction to the deceased or the doomed. Across every session ever played, exceptions to this pattern are extremely rare.
Lament.
Why did you send Carcat that code? It was such a bad idea. You suppose it was a boastful gesture to get a friend to think more highly of you. But why would flaunting your superior skills accomplish this? It was foolish. You want to wipe all these clever viruses you wrote off your computer. They can only bring more trouble.
Delete.
While deleting your virus folders, you pause on one oddball file you have lying around. You did not write this virus. You copied it from an obscure server far beyond your planet's global network. This application is running on that server perpetually. It is an extremely simple till-death program. Its main loop is tied to the lifespan of the universe. Sorry, one sec. When the universe dies, a mysterious subprogram will be executed. You have no way of knowing what that subprogram does. It runs on a protected part of the server. It is completely unhackable. You delete the file, but it won't do much good. The program is already running elsewhere. Luckily, whatever harm it will do will not be done for many billions of years. And even then, what harm could a virus do after the expiration of the universe? This file always struck you as quite odd. But Solix, even with his vision twofold, does not have the perceptional luxuries of our vision omnipresent. When executed, the subprogram will summon an indestructible demon into the recently voided universe. This monstrous being with the power to travel through time is inconvenienced very little by his arrival upon the Great Undoing. He has the entire cadaver of the expired universe to pick apart at his whim, from its birth through its swelling maturity and tapering decay. In reality, he is known to have marked for predation. He will go about assembling followers through various epochs, even going so as far as personally establishing the parameters for his future summoning. Solix couldn't know that the virus is essentially a formality. The demon is already here. Sounds like your Lussus has agitated about something up there. You already gave him his serving of honey today. If he thinks he can get more, well, that's just greedy. You wonder what could be bothering him. You keep your enormous Biclops chained to the roof of your communal hive stem. It is the only place there is room for him. Dueling with him on the roof during feeding time is a daily ordeal. Be the other girl. You are now one of the 5 other girls.
Ooh, who's this?
Stop being the other girl. You are now no longer the other girl, or any of the 5 for that matter. What is the name of this dude sitting in his 4-wheel device? Enter name. Your name is Tavros Nitram. You are known to be heavily arrested by fairy tales and fantasy stories. You have an acute ability to commune with the many creatures of Arturnia, a skill you have utilized to capture and train a great many. They are all your friends, as well as your warriors, which you pit in battle through a variety of related card and role-playing games. You used to engage in various forms of more extreme role-playing with some of your other friends before you had an accident. You like to engage in the noble practice of Alternian slam poetry, possibly the oldest, most revered, and certainly freshest art form in your planet's rich history. You have a profound fascination with the concept of flight and all lore surrounding the topic. You believe in fairies, even though they aren't real. Your troll tag is Audios Torador, and you...
Speak in a sort of a faltering manner.
What will you do?
Cut to the chase and play card games immediately.
Poof! You kickstart a rousing match of Fighter-Spawn, with the only friend you've got to play with in person, your loyal Lussus, Tinkerbull. You take a look at the favorable hand you've dealt yourself and crack a mischievous smile. With a host plush at the ready, you quickly lob a Goonie bomb and catch your adversary off guard.
Lunge.
Scuttle off.
Oh my god, it's Jack.
Horseroni, I choose you.
Command and faithful steed.
With a brooding whinny, Horseroni shuffles his mighty hooves and makes short work of the fighter sucker, boosting his vitals. Horseroni is now primed and raring for battle. Look out, Tinkerbull!
Horseroni, Spawn Tech, Slumber Buddies.
You use your awesome bestial commune abilities and bend the ferocious stallion to your whim. Tinkerbull can't stand the suspense. Nap time. Everybody wins. Horseroni gains a bunch of levels. In no time he will be ready to breed, and you can put him out to stud. Good game, everybody. That was a lot of fun. Time to do some other stuff, you guys.
Roll up your ramp.
This is how you get up to your Recupera Raccoon when it's time to rest. It's kind of a production getting in and out.
Hop in.
You can't fit all the way in because of your huge horns. It makes it hard to get any solid shut-eye. Oh great, now you're covered in slime. Why did you do this? You're gonna have to change your clothes. There goes another solid hour down the tubes. Oh damn, and there goes your 4-wheel device down the ramp. That happens a lot.
Take Clance.
After a major cleanup, rigmarole, and a lot of crawling around on your respite block, you equip your jousting lance. You'd like to practice your jousting outside. One day you hope to prove yourself worthy of recruitment into the halls of the dreaded Imperial Cavalry Reapers. Assuming you are not slated for culling first on account of your disability, or really any other arbitrary reason.
admire posters.
You wheel over to your favorite poster featuring Pupa Pan, which is your favorite thing. You have always fantasized that one day intrepid young Pupa would come and take you away, and together you would fly to a beautiful paradise, planet of legend, that has all sorts of fanciful stuff like pirates, treasure, and a cruel villain with a missing arm and a missing eye, and these weird aliens called Indians. You have left your window open since you were very young, just in case Pupa stopped by one night and decided to splash a pinch of special stardust in your face. You've had this interest far prior to your accident. Being paralyzed isn't what made you want to be able to fly. That would be dumb and would make no sense. Being paralyzed does sort of make you want to be able to walk, though. Way in the future. Over the course of your long journey, at one point you were fitted with a cool pair of robo-legs. The guy who likes to build robots built them for you. But then, he does like to break them more than he likes to build them. It's usually why he builds them in the first place. Occasionally, though, he will allow philanthropy to override misanthropy. You were lucky enough to have a friend who didn't mind getting her hands dirty on account of your best interest. A friend with a chainsaw. The guy who likes to build robots just stood there and watched. It would always make everyone uncomfortable whenever he would just stand there and watch. And way back again. But before that, you had to scoot around in your wheel device throughout the various worlds of the medium and endure all sorts of follies related to your disability, which on account the great polarity and marginal reverence we will not get to see just as well. Wow, look what happens when you space out and contemplate the future like that. These messages start piling up.
Deal with AG.
Wait,
Say
That's you.
Oh
This is
my
you, Sam.
god.
Let's toxic.
I apologize in advance. Let's see. Tavros.
Hey,
Red team is going to bite the dust, and I know you're on the red team.
whoa, really?
Yeah, you totally are. My team's got no use for a boy that can't make no use of his legs. You were, okay, what does 8 mean?
Faded.
Fated? Oh, okay. You were fated for a team of losers, full of blind girls and lame boys and cranky imbeciles.
Okay, you're probably right about that, but I shouldn't be talking to you.
Oh?
I promised I wouldn't talk to you anymore.
What? Promised who?
Rufio?
Rufio.
Oh my god. Who's that? I hate this guy already.
He's, okay. Someone said I should give myself esteem and name, and to be careful about what I say to make sure it doesn't hurt his feelings.
So he's imaginary, a fake, like a made-up friend, the way fairies are. Made-up, make-believe, fakey fake fakes. Who told you to do something so fraudulent?
Yeah, but I don't know if she was joking about it. It might be a joke. I don't know, but I did it anyway.
Oh man, what a meddler. I hate her meddling. Why's she always meddling? I don't know if it was a joke, but man. I don't think it was a joke. It was more like, okay, complete this analogy. Laughing is to a joke as meddling is to... Exactly. That's what she just did to you. It is worse than a joke. It is worse than anything you can do. Next thing, tell her to can it. That's what I do. But she keeps bugging me. Bugging and fussing and meddling. What's her deal? I guess it's flattering that she wants to talk to me so much, though. I guess I don't mind. It's cool. Anyway, Tavros, you've been amazingly boring, as usual, so I'm going to go.
Okay.
This show needs to get on the freaking road. Believe it or not, the blue team doesn't have a single player in our session yet. While you guys have like 2 or 3 or such. Unbelievable. I wonder what the holdup is. Oh well, let's face it. You guys need the head start. Okay, anyway. Good luck to you. It'll just be like the old times. Adios, Toria Snort.
Bye. Rap with TC.
Oh my god.
Let's fucking go!
Motherfuck, my brother. I'm so sorry, I kind of zoned out there.
Hi, that's okay. I wasn't expecting you to not be zoned out for any reason, so I guess I don't understand your apology.
Alright, fuck yeah. It's all good anyway. I just zoned out when I was supposed to be all about being to tell you you're all on my team.
Yeah, the red team, you mean?
Shit motherfucking yeah, my wicked motherfucker. How, how.
Okay, that's great. I just heard about this from someone I don't want to talk about, but it still basically qualifies as good news. Yeah.
Fuck, you stole my fucking nose, bro. What got you even up the gumption to all fucking do the shit like that?
I don't know. It's just kind of obvious thing to do. Stick the circle in front of the dots and behind the BD1. Plus, oh yeah, my horns. Maybe we can slam about it?
Yeah, I could kick the shit out of some rhymes, bro. I'll stir up some fucking hell mirth and rip open a fucking bag of harsh whimsy.
Yeah, you can talk about the clown things, which I don't really understand ever, but that's okay, because it's kind of funny. Whereas I'll address some topics pertaining to my interest, and I guess personal motives.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That be how shit's all usually up and fucking locked, bro. But first, here's the thing with the game.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that. The red team game.
Yeah, okay, if I remember right, this is how we're juggling this shit. Lots of fucking balls in the air. Terezi connected to Carcat, so he's fucking chill. Then I'm supposed to connect to her soon to get her all chill too. But she's in the woods doing something. When she comes back, she starts playing. So in the mean motherfucking time, I'm supposed to get you to connect to me, but I fucking spaced out and forgot. Cause I guess I was way too motherfucking chill up in this shit.
Yeah, I understand.
So just download this motherfucker I'm sending you so we can kick this bitch down the stairs.
Okay, I'll do that. And in the meantime, I shall queue up the scratch beats.
Aw, brother, now you all fucking up and done it. You are fucking wheeled deep in a big sloppy massacre pie topped with motherfucking whipped rhyme. How strict are those beats at, motherfucker?
Well, I turn up those bitches to pretty stern, set the beats to lecture, and I'm going to kind of going hog, wild on the combination knob, which I recently installed.
God damn! Tell me more while I get my reach on for this frosty brew.
Okay, imagine an array of beats that is set limits. They got a rule book. It doesn't pay to skim it because there's not a lot of latitude. They won't stand for the attitude. Crossing themes about habits that you not really want to get into because they get pretty mad at you.
Fuck, so fucking fresh. You need to be slap fucking silly with a mouth like that.
And if you got a problem with it, then suggest that you go rap it, dude.
Okay, I will. Let me just sneak up on this bottle of Fago and snap its neck like I'm a fucking laugh assassin. Okay. Are those beats still chill?
Yeah.
Are they motherfucking strict?
Yeah.
I crack, hiss, motherfucking kick it!
You both then proceeded to have one of the worst rap-offs in the history of Paradox Space.
Let's go.
You make your way through the burning woods to meet the lasses you never had. It's time for her to hatch. It's now or never. Since the world is about to end anyway, you suppose it no longer matters if the doomsday scale is tipped. The counterweight of it is the skull of an ancient mother grub, slain thousands of solar sweeps ago. The egg contains a rare species of dragon which remains blind until maturity, using its other senses to survive. It has balanced the skull here for millennia, waiting for the warmth of a meteor-sparked forest fire before hatching. In case it wasn't clear, dragons are real. While she slept in her egg, she would communicate with you in your sleep. After your accident, she would use your dreams to teach you to detect the world around you without vision. As you learned, your dreams became more vivid. Where before there was darkness, odors and flavors painted a striking picture. You found yourself surrounded by bright honey walls, and in the sky was a huge tasty ball of cotton candy, which is the sweet troll delicacy we wouldn't know anything about. The first time you caught a glimpse of this world in your dreams, there was no turning back. The young Lussus would take to the sky and promptly get herself killed. This would be much more shocking and maybe a little bit more sad if we didn't already know it was going to happen. We already knew this, but of course, you didn't. Unsurprising development! Genuine distress! The dragon never smelled it coming. She would fall to your tree hive. On your return, she would be scooped up by a sympathetic ally and deposited into the kernel sprite. Then you and she could talk. There would be plenty to discuss. The Doomsday device would display the amount of time you had to get back to your hive and enter the medium before the forest was destroyed. At the time, it wouldn't occur to you to wonder whether the device was directly responsible for the apocalypse, or merely served as its precisely calibrated harbinger. And it certainly wouldn't occur to you to cast doubt on any perceived difference between the two things. It wouldn't until later, when you better understood the game you were about to play. Be the other girl. You are now the other girl. Render the girl in a more symbolic manner. That's better. We can now be properly introduced. Who is this spooky lady? And her name. Your name is Aradia Megiddo. You once had a number of interests, in which time you have lost interest in. You seem to recollect once having a fondness for archaeology, though now have trouble recalling this passion. It nonetheless has led you to find your present calling, which came through the discovery of these mystic ruins on which you presently stand, in which you recently desecrated out of boredom. Guiding you to this calling were the voices of the dead, which you have been able to hear since you were young. The voices have become louder as the Great Undoing approaches. This trend in escalation began after an accident involving a certain kind of role-playing, which might have been another of your interests once upon a time. It doesn't matter much anymore. The accident resulted in the death of your Lussus, which prompted you to leave your home and take up these ruins as residence. On the instruction of your ancestors, you have recovered mysterious technology from the ruins and convinced a friend to adapt it to a game that will bring about the destruction of your civilization. And by convinced, you suppose you mean tricked. He has tentatively named the game Scrub, which is a word that is not terribly elegant. If it were marketed by a legitimate game company instead of a rapidly patched together by a young hacker, it would have ostensibly been given a better title. He is presently mobilizing 12 friends to play it, including him and yourself. He believes he will lead the blue team, but he is wrong. Your troll tag is Apocalypse Arisen, and there is typically a...
Pronounced hollowness to your words.
What will you do?
Retrieve computer.
It's not up to you to decide what you retrieve from your Silodex. It's up to the spirits. Looks like the spirits are being cooperative today, if a bit cryptic as usual. Who's this douchebag? You found this baffling artifact some time ago on one of your digs. The creature on its facade is completely mystifying. You have taken to using it as your primary computing device on account of its bizarre novelty, as well as convenient portability. Oh, look who's bothering you again. She's always bugging and fussing and meddling. What's her deal? You guess it's flattering that she wants to talk to you so much. You're okay with it. You're okay with a lot of things.
Do you still want help, Iro? Because it's kind of short. I can help.
Yes, help.
Okay.
Humoring.
Hi again, Aradia.
Oh no.
So I guess tonight is the night you blow everything up?
Hmm?
Is there nothing I can do to change your mind?
No. Or yes. Yes, there is nothing, and no, you cannot. But you shouldn't pretend as if you believe this has anything to do with my state of mind, or the decisions it will make, or has already made.
Yeah, I guess not. I thought I'd be friendly, though, and remind you that you do in fact have a hand in all the terrible things that are about to happen. because that's what friends are for. And the fact that what ensues will be terrible is an immutable fact I am stating for the record. And the fact that we will not be on the same team is similarly immutable. It does not mean that teamwork is what isn't taking place here.
Sorry, I didn't follow that.
I'll be here to help if you need me.
Okay, thanks.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Waiting for the apocalypse is so boring. You'll guess you'll check on Solix to see how he's coming along with those teams. But also, you'll have to wait for the next stream because it's 7 and we need to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we did it. We all did
Nice.
it. Oh my god,
This was
so
the best stream.
I got yelled at.
you did.
Oh,
It was great. I
got to
loved
have
how
Valley
yelled at you
Girl.
got.
Today was a good day for me.